Sega. Tunes. Sega. Tunes.
Had to play that one twice because the speed increaser decreaser thing kind of threw everything off there. It started off at 2, so I slowed it down. I need to update the title too. Oh, but yeah, here we are. We missed last week. We were going to try to talk about Dreamcast last week, but timing was off.
Yep,
So
yep.
we're going to talk about a convention that Sane went to last week, which was
Oh, yeah, the Retro World Convention in Connecticut. Three hour drive. About 2 hours and 40 minutes or so. Wow, I
that was the
sound.
drive. Anything interesting happen?
No, it was just a regular drive, stop and go. People in Connecticut don't know how to drive really, so it's pretty interesting. Like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. So whatever. I mean, wasn't that bad. The convention was really, really good. Like very good.
So what time the the convention open?
Uh, Oddly enough, it was from 1 to 8.
But that was on
Why?
Friday.
Saturday and Sunday was 1 to no. Sunday was it was 11 to 8 each day, and then Sunday
Friday,
it ended at 5.
yeah. But Friday it was, what was it? Would you say it was 8 to 1 in the morning or something?
No, Friday was 1 to 8, and then Saturday was 11 to 8, and Sunday was 11 to
11 to 5.
5. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Friday is, I think Friday is just a day to make it 3 days. And then Sunday is always shorter because you got to give, they've got to give the vendors time,
Friday was the best day.
get everything down and get out.
Friday was the best day. I had the best day ever on Friday. It was amazing. Friday was absolutely amazing.
So what happened on Friday?
No, I traded in a bunch of stuff, a lot of stuff. There was so going to this convention and everything. You could see like just like professional vendors versus um like street fair vendors. There was one guy sitting there and he wanted $1,000 for the CDX. No, 800 for the CDX. He's like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I didn't test it. I'm like, why don't you just plug it into a wall and you have a Sega CD game like right there, see if it spins and stuff, and if it reads it. There's plenty of people here with like CRT monitors. Just whatever. He didn't. I don't know. I did get a lot of stuff off of the bucket list for things. I traded those two systems and everything else for Earthbound Big Box, which is behind me. But you see my fans, you
So
know.
hold on a second. I'm still looking at trying to find the Sega CDX. There's
I
no
don't think it's in
badge
any of the. I
or
never took a photo of it because the guy was weird and didn't allow photos at his booths.
that is really weird.
He
That
was
is
a very he was a
extremely
very
weird.
rotund individual. Let's put it to you that way. And he would like anybody that would walk by, like all the videos I've seen, like you would walk by and he would just be like no photos, and he would just go like this in front of his booth, just no photos. And the
That is so weird.
craziest thing was that so if you walk in and you go to the left and you went all the way down, there was a vendor that had a big table, and then across from him was a bunch of garbage that was in these metal like stands. And I went there and I picked something up and I'm like, oh, this looks like trash. And it looked like trash. And I picked up and started walking away. He's like, I have to pay for that. I'm like, why isn't this stuff in your booth? I don't like I don't understand. Like it's honestly like you could have fit 20 people between his booth and the crap that he had over there, and there was stuff just laying around. It was weird, very weird, very weird.
Very, very weird indeed.
There's just a lot of people with you just confusion. I think you should bring up one of the YouTube videos. I just play that real quick because you just go through the whole layout of the place.
Did you send me a link for one of them?
I did. I sent you a bunch of links for them, but I'll send you
When?
another one.
Where?
They're in the
If you
your
if you sent
name
them to
thingy.
me more than like an hour ago, it doesn't count
Oh,
because
yes, I will. I will
they'd be
definitely. There's
buried.
there's one of them. I mean, we could definitely take a look at. Really good. Uh,
Yeah. So while you're looking for that link, I'm looking at eBay. Well, here I'll just
I'm
share the
gonna
tab.
copy the
Nine. There's a
link.
grand for Sega Genesis, CDX, Black Console, Play CDs, and cart games. There's one 550 CDX console. There's 1400 with the box and several games, and some Saturn games. Weird. I mean, there's a CDX with 32X,
I might look for.
440, 1500 with the box. So, I mean, a grand for one that you know that works with the box might not be bad, but untested, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
And
Not cool.
that wasn't even really what I was super like. I was the story. I mean, the CDX was $600 right there is amazing for that, but it was just weird. It was he only had like the one. It was the only one CDX that was there, and I guess he wanted to form a monopoly on the CDX, and I mean that was it. There was a Nomad that was there for like I think 250 with the battery pack and like two
Ooh,
free games.
I'd have been,
Um,
I might have been tempted to put that one. All right.
prices prices were amazing. Oh
Conventions
oh
are great for picking stuff up. There's going to be some stuff that's like, why the heck is this so expensive? But then there's going to be stuff that is okay. That's great. Great prices. People are generally willing to work with you and
I
stuff.
mean, I so here one thing I did leave it on. This is a style for Genesis. I mean for Saturn. So this is 100. He had $100 on it, and he wrote this is a plastic hardcover over it. He wrote $100 complete, and it has the reg card. When I say this thing was like when if you went to the store right now, took this and you went back in time and picked this up at a store, you would swear that this thing was just open. Like even the fluffy thing in the middle that protects the CD, like
Yeah,
it it smells brand new. We sniff games, so I mean we have problems, but
I don't
um
skip things.
well that
But they make
you're
replacement ones of those sponge things,
the
the
foamy
foam
things.
inserts. So,
It
but that's
he
cool.
wanted he wanted a hundred for this. I talked him down to 60 complete inbox for a style. I do own a style. I have my original copy, but I don't own it complete in the box. I just own my game. I just own the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this game out of the box. I'm going to put it in a CD. That's goodbye. I'm going to take my original copy of a style, put it in here, and that's it.
Why? What's wrong with the disc that's in it?
Nothing's wrong with it. It's just my copy of Estelles. I bought that when I was a kid, so that means more to me than the whatever game the Estelle
Gotcha.
game that's in there.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right.
Even
So You mentioned the trade that you did,
Yes.
but how about
Oh,
you go
for
into
the
more detail for
so
Earthbound?
I walked around with it was Friday. I walked around with the two systems, the two 3DSs, three Pokemon games, and uh what was it? Three Pokemon games and Ghost in the Shell for PS1 that I haven't played in over 4 years. So I found it in sitting in a file cabinet that I was cleaning out looking for games. Um, when I found that Ghost in the Shell was $220 on sold listings, I said, "The hell with this! This is going. I could play it on the Mister. I don't care." Um, Walked around with it, and the people I hope I sent you a photo of them. Um, they're from upstate New York. I've never met a more nicer group of people in my entire life than these people. Um, and so basically, I walked around, spoke to those people, and said to them, "Oh, hey, listen, I'm like, uh, I have, they were the first people who I went to, and I said to them, hey, listen, I have here we go, I sent you the link. Well, I sent you the photo in Discord. I said to them, oh, I have all of this to trade. They had Earthbound. They wanted 2,300 for Earthbound. And I was like, oh damn. There was another guy that was at the show. Yes, this is them. There was another guy at the show that wanted 2,700 for Earthbound, and that was because his stickers were the scratch and sniff were in more intact. So whatever.
Melee.
Um, I didn't care. So I went to them. I went to Empire the first time, and I said, "Hey, listen, this is what I have." They looked it over, everything like this. They said they took tons of photos. They said, "We don't know right now. Could you come back? Whatever it is." And I said, "Fine." And I walked off. I went to the other guy that was there, and he's like, "Oh well, I have all these systems, and maybe tomorrow if the systems sell and blah blah, whatever." He didn't. He was just, going on and on about his systems. Oh well, these systems are all going to sell tomorrow, so it's always good to have more inventory. Because I said, look, you have the inventory. What do you need my systems for? I said, please. I said, you don't, whatever. Because I was getting annoyed. I felt like I was getting the roundabout. I said, the hell with it. So I go to play Jaws, the pinball machine. She comes over, finds me, and says, um, can you come back to the booth? Do you still have the stuff in you? I said, of course. I go back to the booth. She said, listen, I'm going to test these three Pokemon games. And if they work great, and, I'm going to look at the boards. If they work great, you have a deal. She put them in the Game Boy Advance, tried all three of them. One of the guys who was working there bought it was Emerald off of the leaf green yellow Emerald with Rayquaza off the store. That was it. And then yes, and then they basically went and gave me I said, okay, we'll do the trade for Earthbound. They opened it up. It is extremely hard to get open because this has been sitting in an acrylic box for years. The owner of Earthbound, has had it since he was a kid. Kept it in pristine condition. I have the reg card. I have the cardboard inside. The game is in the plastic, and the booklet is in excellent condition. One of the stickers is like kind of ripped a little bit off the pack of the stickers, but the stickers are in there. They all smell great. Everything looks wonderful. Um, the box is in on the left side of the box. There's a little bit you could see on the left. Yeah, like right there, just a little
There.
bit. But I don't care. I don't care. And I said,
You got
you
the
have.
game. You got the big box.
I'm like, I don't care. And that was it. And she gave it to me, and I was so happy that they did that and they did the trade or whatever, I went and bought Vanguard Bandits for $200 off of them complete in for PS1, which I own, but I don't own it complete. So I was like, okay,
So
yeah,
show
thank
us
you,
the
two hundred
dance that you
bucks.
did when you got Earthbound.
Huh?
Show us the
I didn't
dance
do a
you did.
dance.
Oh,
I didn't do that. I was like so happy with it. I was like, whoa. I was so happy with it. I went back to the hotel and she was like, wait, you got that? I'm like, yeah. So it's got to be like, I've been talking about this stupid thing for a while. Um, but I mean, that's like, I mean, it's not, Jesus, thing's huge. It's really not faded at all. Yes, there's some like right here. There's a little bit,
there's
and
some wear and tear, and
there's a little wear and tear on it, but honestly, the back of it is in like
the back of it,
right here.
except for that spot right there, the back of it looks like really sharp.
The back of it is like pristine. I'm not this thing. I don't even know how to get this thing open. It took her. Oh, here it is. So you slide it, and it yeah, just.
Smelling it.
But it's in its own like little turtle. Like
Yeah, it's in
seriously,
a hard case.
I was getting knocked out by the hard case, but it's in a hard case. Just,
Now put away your toys properly, saying.
yes, it's not even.
But it's
Is
cool
it
that you were able
sealed?
to get rid of that stuff that you didn't really care about. Um,
I didn't
did
give a
nothing
damn
for you, and
about
you
it.
were able to get something that you really enjoyed.
Yeah, I. It's funny because I said to you too. I was like, yeah, whatever, Earthbound big box. I'm not really, blah, whatever. But I saw it there, and I.
Got all excited. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna try for that.
But there's not a Grail I want. Like I don't. There's not like I have Hagane. I have with the manual. I have Panzer Dragoon Saga. I have Zero Liger. I have Steam Hearts in the other game for Saturn. Yes, I am. There's one thing that I'm very upset about with the entire show. Um, I did not find Battle Garega for Saturn, and I have wanted that game, and I did not find Enhinder, but um, yeah, Mortal Kombat
Actually,
and
can do that. So there was an arcade area.
very small, very small.
Well, that's the thing is you can have a convention unless you have a huge space. There has to be a focus on vendors or on machines. Like
No, the
Sigi
free.
has a small area for arcades, and I'm not sure if there was any pinballs. It was bigger this year because they had more space, but they also had a wrestling ring, and then they
They had
had
a wrestling ring.
a place for like multiplayer gaming and stuff.
Seven.
But Southeast Game Exchange has like 30, 40 vendors maybe, but they have like an entire warehouse of, or I guess a huge chunk of the conference center is nothing but arcade games and pinball machines. And so, like I said, unless you have a bunch of space, you kind of have to focus on it. And like early on, I said SFGE is for playing games, and you can buy some as well. And then Sigi was for buying games, plus catching up with people that you've met previously and whatnot.
The amount of um the amount of free play tables with systems was madness.
That's a
Absolute madness.
Yeah, that's pretty common. Because like even Sigi they have almost all of the mainstream consoles, even going backwards, not just the current ones. Um, SFGE has computer stuff as well, and a bunch of the current and retro and less common retro stuff. So I think the first year we played a Fairchild F.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the one. That's where I found out about the Telestar, the console that's shaped like a kind of like a triangle, or it's kind of like a pyramid, but it's flat, and like each side had a different controller, a gun, a wheel, or like just a regular ish
Oh, I know about that
controller.
one from was like the 70s or early
Yeah,
80s.
and but you'd put the cartridge in the top, and it was triangle shaped as well. Um, but then Really Rad Weekend is a much smaller convention, and so they've got a small area for vendors, maybe 20 vendors, maybe. So Sigi probably has more than that because they also have booths for video games and other stuff. But in the when they've got just mostly just the gaming vendors and stuff, there like I said might be 30 or 40. Um,
Now, even the it just it was really big. It was a lot of space. It was
yeah,
massive. Like the YouTube video I sent you, if like we play that at the end or whatever, you could really tell like it was massive. And what was really nice about it versus
well, really quick,
L-
this is Bill's Retro Gaming Shows channel that we're gonna show.
um the LI Retro, you had to
We
pay
can
to
just
have
have that
people sign
hanging out.
stuff.
I don't know why it says you're a manager.
This you didn't have people. This people didn't have to pay to sign stuff.
That means the convention paid them enough to show up
So
because how most of them do it is they pay to get them there. They charge for autographs and pictures and stuff. And then if they don't hit their mark, then the convention makes up the difference.
I mean, there's T-Mobile was there, or whatever. There's
Well,
the
there's like we had what was it? One of the years we went Nintendo to SFGE Southern Fried Gaming Expo.
that was cool.
Nintendo was out there and they were handing out was it 3DS and Wii U stuff, and actually there was some Switch stuff because I've got like a Mario Odyssey little paper thing that they handed out and a couple other things. Um,
I mean, the vinyl collecting is big in the video game thing now. So there was a lot of vinyls. That was the best table to the left, which was the Resident Evil. No, that was Retro RGB. There's
what was that? Was
Wesker.
that Wesker or something that just went by?
Yeah, that was Wesker. Funny story about them. I was walking up the first the convention. I was walking up the steps. Wesker was there. He had a briefcase, and I saw the guns and stuff. And I'm like, I walked up, and he looks at me and says, "Oh, you want to walk by?" And I'm like, "No, you guys are picking up money. It's cool." I'm like, I won't, because I thought they were like the guys that get money for like changing, like the change machines or
Oh, you thought they were
whatever.
like the ATM guys?
Yeah, and then I looked again and I said, "No, wait a minute, that's just Raccoon City." I'm like, "Oh, you're the guys from the Resident Evil live action movie in the game." And then I started talking to them, and then I stood there and talked to them for 15, 20 minutes. Then when I went into the show, I went over to them and I talked for another 20 minutes about talking to them. Oh, this guy was a total tool to the
What
right,
guy?
the guy that was at Sigi. This
That
you
guy?
could tell. No, that was the girl. Girl was great. The other guy with the long beard was.
Uh,
See the signs?
yep.
Okay.
The signs were cool, but yeah, just way too expensive at CE.
They were $400 per sign. At the
They
end of
were
the show,
500 at CE, so he's dropped the price some.
he was giving them away. I think it was two for
2 for 5.
six, 2 for 6. It's three
Yep,
hundred
he should have
each.
done a better. Like I thought about trying to make a deal with him at Sigi, but I was like, I don't know where I'd put it, and I was out of money. So
I didn't really think a lot. I mean, I don't think people bought. Um, like money to burn. I saw a lot when I went through Sunday. I saw a lot of people with money, like with stuff still there. A lot of items still there. Um, that's all
Well,
the free play stuff.
yeah, you got to remember that the vendors are bringing. Generally, vendors are going to bring more stuff than they can actually put out.
No, they had a lot of space.
Yeah, but you're as a vendor, you're going to bring more stuff than you can put out because then as stuff sells, you can put more stuff out. Um, oh, here we get a TK Oldies commercial. Don't buy from them;
Yeah, don't.
they stink.
I went to their store one time.
I'm sorry.
The Jeep was cool.
Uh, so, like, I should have had you at least time um, walking around everything, not looking at anything, but just like walking. Because
I
I
need
don't
to
know if
get
you watched
better at
much of the
this.
video of me. Like, I held my phone up and I walked all around the entirety of Sigi. That is so cool, Kit. Um, but that took me like 25 minutes just to look at just to walk by every table. Basically, took 25 minutes because we've been interested to see how long it would have taken you to do that. I mean, the arcade and pinball area looks fine. Is
It
that one
was
of the Fast and
very
Furious cars?
yeah. That's the 99 Eclipse or 98 Eclipse or something. It was honestly it was not um it it was great. We're gonna go back like next year, but it was really a good convention. Nobody was an ass. None of the kids got hit in the head with an elbow. Um, everybody was respectful. Uh, peep nothing like none of the free play machines were locked up in a cage. Um,
Hold on. So at Long Island, were they locked up in a cage?
yes, they were. They were all locked up in a cage or chained to the
Okay.
'desk.
I've never
Uh,
seen them locked up. Um,
and they just that thing Dreepy Con, whatever that it just they're all locked in cages and they're all like on the desks. That
hey,
was my kid's favorite game.
that's just says something about New York.
So, and they were even allowed, like, even the people there, they were like, hey, listen, the Super Nintendo, if you bought like Super Nintendo games, sit down and try them out. Take the EverDrive out and put your Super Nintendo game in and play. One guy was sitting there for 2 hours playing the start of Chrono Trigger, and I just sat and watched them, and we talked about Chrono Trigger and about the music and everything like that. Shut up. So, I mean, it it was great. And I don't know what they did to the Mortal Kombat machine, but every time you hit something, every time you hit like, a start or whatever, it would go whoop-dee every single time. And I just found that hysterical. That was what I was on mostly was that X-Men versus Street Fighter. I played in a tournament for Dodon Pachi
How did the tournament
and
go?
it wasn't bad. I placed fifth, but there weren't a lot of shmup heads to begin with. And Battle Garega, which again I did not get that game, and I'm pretty burnt over that. But it's
You said you didn't even find it, right?
I couldn't find it. I went out and I burnt shmups for Saturn like crazy, and I got a lot of good shmups.
Yeah,
One of them that I've been looking for a
really quick. That
while.
was Bill's retro gaming show. That was the video that he released for Retro World Expo 2025, Hartford, Connecticut.
He did a pretty good job with it, I would say.
Just in case somebody wanted to look that up. Um,
There was a lot of stuff a lot of good
yeah,
stuff.
Sane had to take a picture of the tech toy stuff for the Master System. Crazy prices. I mean, these boxes are cardboard, so
But
it's
they're in
amazing to see
really
them
good
like
condition.
that good. This is in a hard case. Original cart repo box, see 260, but these Thunderblade Afterburner Black Belt, $300 each, and it's just like Yep. Yeah, and you can play those games on like those were released in the U.S. and Europe, and like I even as much as I enjoy the Master System, like I would not pay that.
I've
I don't have to have Brazilian cards.
I will tell you this much. There was so much Master System and I have never seen Sega CD in one place like I did it. I mean, Sega CD like crazy Sega CD stuff.
That's a good game for the Master System. Batman Returns.
Yeah, and then
Complete for 50.
when you walk around the corner to the other guy, it had a bum label and he wanted $5 for it, just the cart.
Was that the Game Gear version?
No, it was the Master System version for I think like $10 in a
Oh,
bargain bin.
$5 is well worth it for that. Pit Fighter. That one's actually I think,
Pit Fighter's a good game.
but it's a little bit hard to come across for the Master System. I think. You should have grabbed that Spider Man to see if it had a sticker on it.
It didn't have the sticker.
You know, because yeah, if it has a sticker, then it's a little bit more rare.
I don't think most of these people like PS2 was king. PS2 was complete king. I guess people are going nuts over PS2, but PS2 was all over the place, and it was crazy. I liked the artwork on that. I thought that was really cool.
That's a cool game. The Mark III version comes with a cloth map, whereas this version comes with a paper one. But the Mark III version also comes with a little pewter figure.
So is the Mark III version more money?
Um, I don't know. I bought both my versions a long time ago. Oh, we'll have to do a Master System episode, and then I can or Mark III, and then I can
One
pull out some of that
sec.
stuff. Oh, all right. Well, we'll just go through and look at some of these videos while saying skedaddles. Let me go here. Govelius. That's is that
Rebellious.
Govelius is a good game. It's fun. Oh, next to Fantasy Star 4.
That's sealed.
Yeah,
That was
250.
sealed.
No thanks. I don't
What
even know. I
was
probably wouldn't pay 50 for it. I
Fantasy
wouldn't
Star
pay
4?
62 for that one. Yeah, it's,
Go-
I
Govelius is
would
all right.
buy something sealed because you can't play it. For me, it just
They're
doesn't make sense.
graded games too. Another thing about this, there were sight unseen for graded games. I maybe saw four in
What do you mean sight
total.
unseen for graded games?
Like you don't see. I didn't see graded games
Okay,
at all. Maybe four.
graded games I think have kind of fallen out. It's a certain collector and mostly someone who's speculating or investing into games or buying games. And I think that has I think those guys are starting to leave the market because Pokemon is much more
Lucrative.
worthwhile
There
at the
was
moment.
this guy was cool. This guy just had a stand with toys. That's the original Voltron for two hundred
Yeah, I've got
bucks.
that one. It's sitting up right up there, but his is much shinier and less played with condition. Like, I wouldn't pay 200 for it, but that's pretty cool.
His
It's cool to
Godzilla
see.
figures were awesome.
The what?
His Godzilla figures were cool.
Oh,
He
the
didn't want a
Godzilla
lot of
stuff.
money for Mogra or Godzilla Final Wars, Space
Where's
Godzilla.
Mothra?
Mogra's right there.
Mogra. I heard Mothra, and I was like, I do not
No,
see Mothra.
no, no. Mogra's right. It's the silver guy with the drills on his hands. He was in yeah,
That one.
that's him. Gamera. I mean, a lot. I gotta say,
Space Godzilla.
Space Godzilla, Anguirus. Heavy
Mech.
on the Japanese stuff. There was a good amount of Japanese stuff that was there. Good Japanese games. Um, I I think that might be original. I don't think it's the Super 7 one.
I imagine it's original if they've actually got it in a plastic bin and everything. I mean, it looks kind of faded or I don't know,
What does this go
yellowed.
for? What is this?
This is Master of the Universe. It's Scare Glow. It's one of the harder ones to find. The thing is, most of the time you find them, they don't have all of the accessories.
Ah,
This guy, he's missing. He's missing everything, and I mean, can't see a price on it, but I imagine he wanted more than what it was worth.
what does that thing even go for?
I don't know because it's not something I'm looking at buying. I've got one of the ones that they released in the last few years.
What, Super 7?
No, they did a new for 22 or 21 or 20 or
Oh
something.
wow. Yeah, he
Uh,
wanted he wanted $100 for all three.
all three Robs.
Yeah,
I would have. I wish I'd known. I would have told you to pick them all up.
yeah, $100.
I would have
But they
taken those.
weren't they weren't working. One of them was cracked.
That doesn't matter. If it doesn't, honestly, most people that are collecting a Rob are gonna it's gonna be a shelf warmer. So whether it works or not that big of a deal. I mean, you got three of them. Like take that one. This one looks like it's in the nicest non-yellowing condition. And then take the other two and sell them for $20 or something. 20, $30.
And then you can see why loose CDs don't sell. Loose discs in box, buy two get one free.
A lot of people want stuff complete. So, but also the super common stuff sells even worse when it's loose. Because who
Uh,
wants, unless you don't care about it. Like I don't know why, but Dreamcast, I don't. If it's complete or not doesn't matter to me. Probably because I put all my Dreamcast games into a CD album. So, but I've got all the inserts in a box over here.
that was cool.
Dracula, Pinball, back to Miracle Warriors.
I sent you tons of photos, probably more photos.
Well, there's. I'm guessing this is something as you're going in.
That was the thing. It was
Oh, was it
the
Mega Man themed?
yeah, Retro World Expo, and they have the X there for like Mega Man X.
So is
I
this the tenth
guess.
the 10th anniversary or the 10th one?
I guess it was.
Interesting.
I was supposed to go last year and I never did. I was supposed to go the year before that and I never did. So
So, knowing what you know now, would you go to Long Island Retro again after going
no,
here?
no, and there was theft at Long Island Retro. There was a
I
fight
bet
that
you there.
broke
I bet
out.
you there was theft at this one too.
Hmm.
So I bet you there was theft at this one too.
There weren't fights that broke out at this one.
Hmm. Well, good. I don't think there was a fight at. I don't think I've seen any or heard of any fights at Sigi.
But when I say theft, I'm talking about people climbing underneath the tables, grabbing a ton of stuff, and then running out. Not like a Pokemon card or someone walking by, grabbing something off a table and leaving. I'm talking about going under a table, grabbing crap out of your entire display, and then running as you're under the table. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's stupid and ballsy, but
For it worked. This worked. $400 he wanted and it worked.
now there's a price tag right there for 300. I think
Oh,
this
three. That
action
was
set,
this. That was the action set. Yeah, that's three
yeah,
hundred
underneath
bucks.
it. And then you got a
That's the.
Famicom controller.
Do
Oh,
you
this
know
is a
what
Famicom
controller that
controller too.
is? No, that's
Oh, is that the
the
Mega Jet?
that's the MegaJet controller. We wanted 125 for it.
I thought I thought the game plugged into that. I thought that was the console too.
I don't know, but if that's 125 and I missed that, then I'm a pretty big idiot.
I like I told you, You're not going to
That's
take everything.
rough. $800. No, that's not the Mega Jet controller then, but that's
No.
eight in the box. I said to him, look, I'm like, I don't care for the box. I don't have room. He's like, I gotta sell it with the box. He's like, I don't think there's anyone out there looking for a Mega Jet box.
Yep. I can't blame him for that because, yeah, no one's going to look for it. But then the other thing is like, how long do you want to hold on to it? Crud. Where,
Oh, that
there it is.
stuff's cool. I mean,
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I wouldn't mind having that, but
so this vendor was amazing. They had great stuff, but if you look on the right side, right there where your thing is, that is Street Fighter 3. That is an actual Capcom board from the arcade, complete in the box and everything. That
oh, right here,
yeah, that is one of I took a bunch of photos of that.
two
Um
grand.
he let me go behind the booth and look at the board, and I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And it was nuts. Like that was nuts just to even remotely see that. I do trades with this guy. He had a he had some good stuff. I got to admit, there was really some good stuff. He had like this was just laying out on a table. I mean, he gave you now. He sold you. I said, "Wow," and he heard me, and I said, "Wow, $80 for an NES SSD." And he said, "But it's recapped, and um, I give you the it's recapped, two controllers, light gun, and I give you four games for it. And one
Wow.
of them was Contra. So Contra and Metroid and Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt and Super Mario Brothers 3. So there was I was like, wow, that's
Yeah,
reasonable.
that's not bad. An Xbox 360 for $60.
With two free games, and for like three controllers. Genesis was two free games as well. Now I want you to pay attention to the right side of the screen, and I want you to go down from where Capcom is. That is a bargain bin of Nintendo games. They were all over the place. People couldn't even sell them. He was selling Nintendo games 3 for $5. Stacks of Nintendo games. They
Wow.
did not want Nintendo games at all or loose Genesis games. They said we do not want them. They don't sell. They take up space. I and that was not with one vendor. That was with all the vendors. So you can't and you had vendors from Florida. You had vendors from Ohio, Pennsylvania, Montana, like all over, upstate New York, Connecticut. They all said the same thing about Nintendo and Genesis. Super Nintendo, if it was boxed, great, but they were willing to deal with you with the boxes, like Brandish. I wanted Brandish for the box art for Super Nintendo, and it was $300, and I said, "There's no way I'm paying that." The guy turned around and said to me, Um, okay, well, I'll work a deal with you. How does 150 sound? That chair is an actual Nintendo licensed chair. Um, it is in amazing condition. Amazing condition. When I went Sunday, he was giving that away for $60.
Well, the thing is, it's big. How many people went to that convention thinking, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna basically get a desk chair," because desk chairs aren't small.
I would have if I had the room, I would have picked it up. I thought it was super cool.
That's the point right there. A lot of people would have picked it up if they could have gotten it home, but it's big, and no one goes to a convention thinking, well, almost nobody goes to the convention thinking that they're going to pick up something that size.
Well, no moron goes to a convention with a full steel battalion controller either in their car, but apparently I did that. So I mean,
You took a bunch of stuff that you were trying to get rid of, so
no, but
you
that
just
was pretty dumb.
you no, I
I
don't think so. I think you should have tried to do it. tried to take it on Friday.
And they didn't. So I got I from him. I got Vey. Now you can see right here he wanted 180 for Vey. I was not I was not doing 180 for Vey. It is complete. It does have the map.
keep keep going. I gotta step aside for a minute.
Um, so it does have the map. It is working design. I have played this before. It's in I mean, it really is in like amazing condition. The CD is beautiful. The map was like never even used. There's like a little smudging on the map right there, but it really just is. I mean, even the working design logo on it. Yeah, it smells good too because we sniff games because we're weird. Uh, I did not get this for 179. I traded him Shantae, the Pirate's Curse, and a whole bunch and couple of other stuff. I Messia for Super Nintendo. Yeah, Super Nintendo. No, for Genesis. And I talked to him in getting uh Ghost Parade for Switch. I've wanted that for about like a year or whatever. And then I got Dante's Inferno. Never played that for PS3. And Atelier, which I have a lot of Atelier games. And really, it wasn't it wasn't that it wasn't that bad. I also got Remulor too. That's another one for PS4 that I wanted. Didn't have to spend money on it, and I got Demonica, which is a Metroidvania esque type of game. This thing was like $40, but I got all of this and Vey for for some trades and of course it was money too. It was like I think I dumped in like $100 on top of it, but it honestly it wasn't too bad with with the trades and stuff. I mean, like I said before, that vendor that was there, they wanted 200 Vanguard Bandits complete. And what's the craziest thing about it is it comes with the demo disc for Lunar. Is this Lunar 2? No, yeah, Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. I was blown away by that because I'm like, uh, Vanguard I have Vanguard Bandits up there loose, and I really would like the case for it and everything else. I didn't even expect it to come with the demo disc, but it did. I was happy with that. But, I mean the overall this vendor was really good. Like he was an excellent vendor. So I don't know if you're back if you want to go to the next day you are. Just walk through in the that Pikachu edition he had it for cheap.
Oh, the
Cheap.
N64.
Cheap. Like 250 cheap. This is cool. This is like a
Oh,
little
there's another one.
they were all over the place. It was like the plague of Pikachu editions. Yeah. It was nuts.
It's the
Absolutely
Pokey
nuts.
Plague.
I mean, a lot of Switch stuff. A lot of Switch here and there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like this was just like toys, the Hulk Hogan thing, a little mini Super Soaker, just random stuff that just you see. I was like, wow, that's cool.
Oh, these are
Uh,
like Hot Wheels and kids meals, or Happy Meals and kids meals,
yeah,
toys.
this is from a YouTuber that she had all her stuff up here like this, just
Oh,
general stuff.
was it Gamer Aimer.
Gamer Aimer, yeah, she was walking around. I don't know where she was, but this
Oh,
was just
tons of small soldier books, some pop figures with shirts or something,
yeah, I think just stuff. She was pop figures.
perler stuff.
I was told when I was there, no one's collecting pop figures anymore, and the pop figure market crashed.
Pop figures have died off a bunch. I think the thing is now bitty pops, the ones that are only that big, which I've got some of those. So I think those are kind of neat. I kind of wish that they would go through and redo all of the Masters of the Universe stuff in the small ones, because then I think I would be okay to get rid of. I think I might be okay now to get rid of some of the bigger ones.
She was really nice. She, at first I was like, whatever, but she was nice. My kid wanted that little Kirby that was over there. He's looking at it, and she just gave it to him for free. And I'm like, wow, that was really nice of you and stuff like that. Uh, I asked her, like, I guess she thought I was coming off like an ass because I said to her, like, is your room really that packed with stuff? And she's like, well, what do you think? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't hang out with you or go to your house, so I would have no idea. That's why I asked the question. Literally just like that. And she was like, yeah, she's like, you can't. She had to reinforce the floor for all the stuff she had. Like, she has a lot of stuff,
Wow,
just
I
tons of
heard that
stuff.
part.
But other than that, she seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, there's
This
a
was Saturday night.
picture of
They were
Kit.
playing crazy music. Oh man, that was Saturday night was a great time. Saturday night was I think it went past 9. I think I must have left about like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Oh
But
yeah,
it was a great,
that's
great time. You got more photos, or
yeah. You sent them in multiple places. I just got to get to them.
so while you're doing that? Yep, I finally got it.
What kind of game is that?
Oogie Boogie's Revenge. It's very good, very good. It's all the original voice actors, I believe. Oh, Darius, and then um yeah, Neptunian, and then it's a great game. I mean, it's a lot of fun. Okay,
Mister.
so that is a portable Mister, 3D printed, and the case is 3D printed. I tested that from Retro RGB, and that was amazing. You have to have some sort of understand some sort of electrical engineering in order to build that, because the board that's in there, you have to connect the LCD ribbon cable to a breakout board for the Mister.
Mm-hmm.
But um, I looked at the schematics.
I think you
It's
just need some soldering skills.
Yeah, it really is not. I mean, other than like soldering the speaker onto a board, um, I was amazed. Like it worked beautifully. And the best part about that is you plug it in and it's a handheld. But then if you if you plug it into a TV, or a monitor, whatever it is, you could play it on the monitor, unplug it, and then use it as like a handheld, and then go back and forth like that. There's no docking with it at all where
It's
it
like it's
changes.
like a nomad.
It's exactly like a Nomad. It was
Wow.
crazy, crazy. I, Retro RGB really killed it with that. I think I must have spent about 30 minutes talking to him about that. Um, that was nuts. A portable Mister's nuts.
Thing is, it's not big. It doesn't have a big power draw. So the biggest power draw I imagine is the screen on that thing.
It's very light. It was very, very light.
There's a bunch of toys.
Oh, this guy had toys, tons of toys, toys and toys and more toys. Um, Gargoyles. There was a guy that had a boxed Millennium Falcon from wherever it
There's Resident
was.
Evil booth. There you go.
Uh,
There's some Saturn
You
stuff.
just blew by that Resident Evil booth. I even felt the wind on your
It
click.
was it was nothing there. You see the poster and you move on.
It was a cool booth.
I mean, we can go back to it. Look,
They did it. I
cool.
mean, if there's other photos or whatever, but the computer and that rocket launcher was provided by those people. They are the Resident Evil group of Connecticut, where they play Resident Evil games, discuss them, and they make mods for them and load the mods onto Vortex, and they were the people that really talked these guys into coming and getting everything signed. They provided all the stuff, all the props, everything. It was cool.
Okay, does not matter to me at all. I
Well,
don't care for Resident Evil.
that's why he jumps right to the Saturn stuff.
Well, I mean, there's not much to see there.
I mean,
Look,
there's nothing there.
Resident Evil. If you're not familiar with that logo and you're a gamer, I mean, you're living
Pretty
under a
bad,
rock. I mean, I
I
mean,
I guess.
you can kind of see some of that. I mean, I don't care about Resident Evil. Doesn't matter to
I
me,
love Resident
and
Evil.
I'm familiar with that. So
You played the Saturn version.
yes, and then I played for a while, and then I put on a cheat code that made the knife into a rocket launcher, and it made that game so much better. It was so much more fun. Like not having to go pew pew pew. Oh no, I shot that. It took too many shots to kill that zombie, so I need to go and reload the game, and then try to be. The aiming sucks.
The
Aiming
aiming's
absolutely
not the
sucks.
best, but
Resident Evil.
it's not a bad
With
game.
the rocket launcher, you get in the general area and you can just
You
keep going.
explode them.
Yeah.
This I saw Legend of Oasis. I should have jumped on it. I didn't care.
It was
Um
150.
yeah, I mean you can find it for cheaper on eBay when I looked. Uh
Well, I mean, you can always offer less too.
Skies of
Oh,
Arcadia. I mean I have
there's
that.
another Legend of Oasis right there.
Yeah,
That
I
was,
think you wanted 150 for it too. I'm not 100% sure.
there's some Dreamcast games. Look at Resident Evil.
Code Veronica, that's the good one.
Evolution 2? Or is that the first one? I can't tell. Echo,
That's
uh,
Evolution 2,
Virtual Cop, Gauntlet.
40.
Can't tell. They want 150 for whatever that is. 55 for Sonic Adventure seems crazy. Skies of Arcadia. That's an expensive one.
Mm,
But there's Albert Odyssey for the Saturn. One of the Shining Force
360 or
games.
350.
But what is all this?
It was just more,
DS and Game
3DS.
Boy.
Nah,
Yeah, WarioWare. Mario 3 for 100. Buy it for the NES.
that
It's
is
a
for the
cheaper.
that is it? I oh no,
No,
that's not
this is
for
all
the
Game Boy Advance stuff.
advance.
Um, boost cartridge available in another case.
This is the guy. This is the idiot that had everything boxed up and was whatever.
Yeah. Here's all the. I think we've got a. I think you shared that with me on Google Drive. We'll be able to zoom into that one a little bit more over there. Same with this.
I
Those are repros.
That's dual screen shmup.
Okay. Which one? Doot, 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 doot. Doot, doot, doot.
I want that. That looks
2016
just
personal computer.
that just looks great. That thing was weird, and
You
I
want to
don't
have it
even.
sit out so you can go by there and tap the buttons every once in a while.
I just don't even know what it's going for,
Wish I
but I would
had
love to know. 20.
that really reminds me of an SC3000.
It it was so different. I
The
really wanted
buttons
it.
look like it and everything else. I got stuff sitting on the boxed one over there, so I won't grab it. But it's interesting to say the least. See, here's all your signs. Here's your sign.
Yep, that's the sign. 2,200 for that.
$2,200 for that.
I mean, the Nintendo. We have Nintendo 1,800. Resident Outbreak. It's just this.
Oh, we have Nintendo. The thing is, I imagine he's taking all that stuff home.
He is.
And if this guy must have bought it at, if this is the same one, he bought it at Sigi, and at Sigi he paid $1,500 for it. I believe. because no one else was bidding on it. I mean, it's a really cool display. I wouldn't mind having it, but there's no way I'd pay anywhere near $2,200.
He's an
Um,
idiot.
but look, you got your cardboard standee 575, the Sega Game Gear sign 1,300. Things like these are incredibly low numbers of these out there, but I just, I mean, even like I've seen several of these Nintendo 64 signs. It's got $700 on it. 5 grand for the
Pikachu
World of
edition
Nintendo
complete.
sign.
$1,000, $6,000. Who is gonna pay? Who's gonna buy this crap?
Oh, well, that's the Super Nintendo M80. I don't even know what that is. There's a Super Nintendo sign. The thing is, they're cool, but yeah, like you said, a store might buy them. They'd be great for displays in stores, but yeah, that's just a whole lot of money to spend. I
That's
mean,
the
there's
same
your
guy at Sigi. That is, I'm telling you, it's probably the exact same guy.
well, this is the guy that had the store just
The
the
Virtual
plastic
Boy display.
store displays and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the same guy. He didn't. That was probably him at Sigi that had the sign.
yeah. The thing is, he sells one of these for these prices, and he's going to have had a really good convention. But he's going to probably sell this smaller box stuff, whatever that is, a bunch of pins.
Now the whole set of Mario pins he wanted $1,500 for.
Here's some. Oh,
That's those are the Resident Evil.
the things that you have to put in the different slots and stuff.
Yeah, and they're really the attention to detail is insane. They're
Yeah,
3D
I would say
printed.
those actually look kind of neat.
They only wanted like $200 for those, but they're huge. They're full size, and they're weighted, which is crazy. And they're limited, and they come with Chris Redfield's signature, so it very well worth it. I mean, I
So,
didn't
how
pick
many of
them
those
up.
did you buy?
I didn't buy them. That was the prototype. You have to go on the website for sale.
Ah,
But I took a picture of them because I thought they were super cool.
they are neat. I mean, it's kind of like, oh well, I wouldn't mind having one of those, but I wouldn't pay $200 for it. Thinking more like $50 would be.
About 100, I'd say 100. 100 seems fair enough for that for the time that they put into that. They're all individually hand painted too, which is really crazy. Um, so I was impressed.
All right. So now we got here's
Yeah, that's impressive.
that's with it. Yeah, those are pretty good size.
In like they're cracked and like where the cracks are in the
Yeah, they
game.
look like it's cracked and like it's got divots in it, and yeah, there's a lot of detail in that.
They did a very very good job with that. I will admit, very good job. Um, normal Skylanders on the floor. Yeah,
Amiibo, not Disney Infinity toys, Power Rangers, that's turtles and stuff,
just normal
miscellaneous stuff, pops,
garbage.
DVDs,
Yeah, my kid bought some stuff from there.
PS5. Hey, I picked up a ghost trap at Sigi for $5.
The game.
No, ghost trap for Ghostbusters. Like a
Oh,
ghost trap.
five
It needs a
bucks.
little bit of work, but it functions.
Wow. Again, it was like more like
Just a bunch of
Switch.
special edition Switch stuff.
I mean, like I have Room Factory already. I really didn't
I
care
mean,
about
there's
any
Street
of
Parade
that.
4.
Yeah, I have
Can't
that, the full box set with the figure.
can't
I
see how
didn't.
much it is.
It was like
There's
80
some
bucks, 100 bucks.
NES,
I'm telling you, Super
Super NES,
Nintendo and 360
just
stuff thrown on
thrown
the
in there.
floor. Just real crazy. You know,
Pokemon
Pokemon
3DS
stuff.
special game thing. All right, so here's the one that we're talking about. We'll be able to look at it more. So $25 for some repros or I wonder if imagine these ones up here. Maybe some of these are hacks of some kind.
Yeah, there are. There
Because
those were
that one's
hacks.
just a repro, but then you have all these different covers for Zelda. That's Master Quest. I can't read what that one is. That's Mario 64 something or other. I mean, some of those are kind of neat. I mean, I picked up um,
Oh yeah, Shredder's Revenge.
Shredder's Revenge, but it's Streets of Rage with the turtles. But I think it was kind of neat, and I think I got it for like $20 and a couple other. I got a 007 GoldenEye 007, but it has with Sonic characters, and
Ooh.
then Animal Crossing that was put on a cart so you can play it on the N64.
I thought it was interesting, so I took a picture of it, like all the different
Yeah,
Pokemon hacks and stuff, and like all the weird Genesis stuff that he had over there, like Alien Soldier.
Alien Soldier.
It didn't have Battle for Earth. I checked, I didn't see that there.
But you
There's
got
like all
all
the
the different
different.
Pokemon games. But like I was mentioned to you earlier, it's nice that they don't have the original covers. It's like if you look at that, you should easily be able to tell. I was like, oh yeah, that's it's a repro or a
Nope.
hack.
And he was telling people these are repro games, like these are just hack games, whatever. They're on a card. $25 is reasonable, I think. For
Well, I imagine you buy three or four of them and you can get them to come down some.
yeah, you definitely could.
Because Detective Luigi, I have no idea what that would be a hack of, but that could be interesting. Dragon Ball Z Kart. So Mario Kart 64 hacked with Dragon Ball Z characters.
Hmm.
I actually looked at picking one of those up just because I was like, oh, that's kind of neat, and I like Dragon Ball. Here's the Genesis stuff.
I picked up that
Sonic the
not
Lost Worlds,
that one. No, not that one. It
classic.
was over
I guess it classic
Nadia.
heroes. Yeah, Muscle World 4, the S Factor, Sonya and Silver,
What like $50 for that stuff?
Slap Fight, Snow Bros, Stone Protectors. Yeah, there's Nadia, Cotton, Mortal Kombat 2 Unlimited.
You know how much Nadia goes for? Like the
No,
physical Japanese Nadia version?
no.
A lot of money.
There's Pulse Man,
Yu Yu
Yu
Hakusho.
Yu something.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, but I
Cotton.
mean, like, there's time and effort that went into these
Yeah,
repros.
he did a good job with that, so I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah,
Really
GoldenEye
roars this up
3.
there.
Yeah, not that wasn't available in the states. So here's a video if it'll play.
Yeah, I
Can't
need to
really.
because
Something for Fable. A bunch of Saturn games. TurboGrafx. All right.
you're watching it at like 20 times speed. Up, same photo again.
Yeah, we can get in a little bit closer so we can see that Legend of Oasis. He had 85 on it. Evolution's 25. A Resident Evil
150,
150. Spawn. Yeah, the
90,
light's right where that price would be. Their Shining Force 3,
450.
350, 450 for House of
House
the
of the
Dead.
Dead.
You got a bunch of
Warcraft
Warcraft 2.
sucks on the Saturn
It's playable, but
if you're
yeah,
drunk. It's bad.
if you have any way of playing it on a PC, you're going to play it on a PC. It's
Yeah,
going to
you
be
are.
gonna be better.
But look what it's. I mean, oh yeah, these are nice.
What were you saying? Look at what
No, but zoom out and look what it's surrounded by. Like
Switch.
PS2 and Switch, and just PS2 games and games and games of
Well, there was a
PS2.
lot of games released for the PS2,
Yeah, but I'm talking about
and
like
there's a lot of garbage released for the PS2. So guess what? It's going to
crazy
be
games.
the
Like
conventions as well as the stuff that's actually halfway decent.
no, like crazy games. Like if you zoom in, like
I did
yeah,
zoom in. You
this
can't really see much.
what
Test
was the other?
Drive, Tetris, Guitar
Oh
Hero,
no, not that. I'm talking about the other slide. I mean, most
70,
of the
60,
stuff.
50, 60, 45, 80,
Thousand Arms is a phenomenal game. Um,
140.
I mean, In the Hunt's better on Saturn than it is. Clock Tower 225. Get out of here. Tales of Destiny 140,
R-Type
which was
Delta.
cheaper than the other idiot. Yeah, when I saw what that persona was going for, I honestly sat down and said maybe I should get rid of mine. But
Yeah.
that'll break up the collection, and I was like, I don't know.
Well, you can buy it later when the price drops.
It's just so these are all Transformers, a whole wall of Transformers.
Most of that is blockies. These little guys down here, actually, you see them. Those. But the cool thing about
$15
those
each.
is you build them.
Oh,
Like it's a. I can't easily get to mine. I picked up a couple at a. Um, Actually, when Print and I were on our anniversary, and they're just really neat. They're about that big, and just snap the pieces together, and they look pretty cool. Actually, I bought a $40 or traded for a $40 Optimus Prime. That's that big. And I got a couple other the big ones that are kind of tempting to get now. They don't transform, but as adults, we don't really play with our toys like we did when we were kids. So you set them up and you display it, and that's where it stays for a long, long time.
I thought it was
There's a,
interesting.
I can tell, it
That's Transformers 2.
is blockies, but like I can't tell what figures it is. So here's some Game Gear games. 5, 10, 5. Surf Ninja.
Zoom out. Let me. Yeah, they reasonable
Oh,
stuff.
Sectars, little books, and then a couple Master of the Universe stuff.
Just really reasonable stuff.
65
65.
complete Virtual Cop.
I
Big
mean,
box. I do not like the big box.
the big boxes are very hard to manage.
I never liked them. Even
They're
when
hard
they
to
first came out, I was
manage.
like, I don't understand why you're going to these huge boxes. But then they went to the CD cases, like,
Like those are you can tell like right here. Um, yeah, like just bargain bin Nintendo stuff. The 1 terabyte Spider Man PS4. Those are like just the Zelda stuff that was there. He had thrown out. He wanted like I think it was $1 for Sesame Street. Just
these I'm guessing these are ROM hacks too.
no, those are legit Super Famicom. That's a
No.
gold cartridge. He just painted it gold and wanted $15 for it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a ROM hack or something because it had the gold cartridge and it has this different cover.
Nope, just sprayed it gold.
Hmm. Look at all the PS Poo.
There was a lot of garbage PS3. A lot of garbage PS3. I mean, Cyberpunk, Turtles, just
Well, I've heard Cyberpunk is actually improved as they've
Cyberpunk is only
done all the
playable on the
updates.
PC. It's good on the PC. It's not bad.
You got Streets of Rage 2 for the Game Gear and Sonic. Looks like the only two things I've got in that tub.
Very, like I said, very
Pokey.
reasonable prices. Like very reasonable.
So there's a GameCube game. of everything else. There's a Dreamcast game, Time Stalkers.
I haven't liked that game. I have that one.
There's Loose. What one?
Time Stalkers.
Yeah, I've
It's a
put
good
some
game.
time into it many ages ago, and it's like, oh, I need to get back to play it because if I remember, that's the one you collect like monsters and stuff.
So there's, well, rent this. If you
And
zoom
that's the
zoom in on
same
that,
picture.
I think he wanted like maybe $60 for it. Not even. Valkyrie Elysium, Elden Ring, Unicorn, like two Unicorn overloads and stuff.
Oh,
Whatever.
Teddy Boy, $30 for it loose. That's crazy.
Is that a lot of money?
I think you at 30 complete in the box sounds more like it. Hmm. I'd be concerned. It looks like it has water damage or something on it. Damage of some kind. There's the Mister.
This is cool.
That is
So
pretty
this
neat.
is this is cool. So these are computers that are running Bleep, and basically they're playing this Nintendo-ish game with a dinosaur and some guys with hats. I don't know what game this is, but those are those are racing seats with racing controllers and everything hooked up as they play this game. And
Yeah, they've got them
I,
linked together.
I thought this was crazy. Like people were going nuts over this. And the guy was just like, "Hey, I just brought this for the hell of it." And I got stuck talking to him. He sent me the link to the chair. He sent me the link to the controller. And all I have to do now, I bought the controller, which was cheap. All I have to do now is buy the chair and basically just have something that the monitor sits on
Mm-hmm.
and play whatever plumber dinosaur game this is with the
Or
controller.
racing game that
Yeah,
you want
racing game.
that your PC can handle.
Right. Just make sure that your PC could definitely handle it because those are like just everyone knows those are super high intense graphics at like 4060p. So you want to make sure you have like it
You
is
need just about top of the line
you do. You need like a $5,000 graphics card that
from
doesn't
5 years
exist.
ago. I was trying to make a comment. I think that's the end of the pictures.
Oh, I should send more.
You were supposed to post them all up on the Discord, my Discord, because then they'd all be in one place. As it is now, you've got them spread around over three. But I think we get the point. I don't think we need any more pictures.
No, here I could hold on. There's some other interesting stuff here. Here this one you'll find really cool.
Where did you
Uh,
send it?
I sent it to you your personal Discord, like in a message.
No, you sent it in our chat.
Mm.
You need to post all the pictures on the Discord.
Here's
All
some
right.
stuff I don't even think you saw.
So yeah, just some NES and some miscellaneous wrestling stuff.
These next couple of photos are really cool.
A bunch of Switch stuff.
That's
Oh,
how much Switch was there.
PlayStation.
Crazy.
Oh, the different controllers.
Yeah, and that's a very cheap. That's really cheap. Pikachu in the box, like 150.
Oh, pinball.
No, that's like Pikachu with the ball, and you throw the ball and stuff. Pretty cheap.
Yeah,
Here's some stuff I thought you'd really be interested in, like some GameCube
some
and
GameCube. Paper
Sonic 3.
Mario.
They wanted too much money for Sonic 3.
Oh, there's Ultimate Muscle, 140. Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, I got rid of Sonic and Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 for the GameCube. I was like, I don't need those. And a little,
That was
oh,
sitting in the trash. I don't know what this was,
It's
but
something from it's like from Happy Meal or
it
something.
it was sitting in the trash.
You didn't grab it?
You could just I have no room for it. You could just walk off with it.
I probably would
This
have
is
grabbed it.
all
You can just throw it on top of something in the back. It doesn't take up that much room. It's
tons of
all
Pokemon cards. All
Pokemon
Pokemon
stuff.
cards.
The Pokemans.
Which is interesting,
It's
to
hot.
hear this is
Very tough to see.
yeah, because this case looks like it's been through shit and back. But I mean,
Oh, there's
I
Shining in the Darkness. There's
yes,
Hyperstone Heist. A 32X game. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Shinobi. There's another
Shinobi.
Shining in the Darkness. Solar Striker. And then a 3-button control pad in the box. Oh, and a memory card for something or other. Nice shoes. And there's a control pad in the box, in the original box.
That was maybe $15.
Oh
That's a
shoot,
bargain bit of crap. Just
I would have
thrown in
paid
there.
$15 for that to get it in a box, unless it was just the box.
No,
If
it
it had a
was the box
controller.
on the controller.
Oh yeah, I would have grabbed that. There's R
Here,
Type 16. Release of
this
Dragoon.
I've never
Biohazard
just
Battle.
seen. That is Biohazard Battle.
Golden Axe.
Dick
That's one that
Tracy,
I'm like, I might want to get that one complete. I don't know. Buck Rogers.
Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, looks like some Dreamcast games maybe. Oh, more
Dream,
TurboGrafx 16.
Dreamcast was like hit or miss here and there.
ACD.
I've just never seen that
Oh,
much
there's Power Strike.
stuff,
That can be an expensive one in Rambo 3.
Sega CD stuff, and before just crazy amount of Sega CD stuff.
And there's your Saturn Die Hard Arcade. Which if you've played that and liked it, you need to play Dynamite Cop for the Dreamcast. Just a really fun beat 'em up and grab stuff and hit the bad guys with it.
That's Ray
Lots and
Earth.
lots of fun.
Ray Earth and X4. I think he wanted $350 for X4 and he wanted $1,200 for Ray Earth. I
Yeah,
really debated hard. That was my night trap. If you go back, that I traded him
what one? That
right
one?
there. No night trap.
Oh, Night Trap right there. Yeah. Molded. Or you can see it better. Star Trek, what that? Starfleet Academy or something.
Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo and Power Strike. Oh, that's Rambo 3. But Power Strike is a shooter for the Master System. It's kind of expensive. Here's all the box NES just sitting underneath the.
Bargain garbage.
That
That
is crazy to see it just sitting down there.
yeah. You see, these are the reason why I took these things because like just
But then he has all these loose ones up here. That
but
makes no
look at
sense.
no, but look, Little Samson, Panic Restaurant, and Power Bleed 2. I get it. I get it. I
Yeah,
have
those are all expensive games.
Little Samson. He wanted $3,000 on it. I think Panic Restaurant. He wanted 1,500. I got mine for like 8, and then Power Blade 2 with the Blockbuster sticker on the side of the game. You could see the damn sticker from here.
Yeah,
You
right
could see
there.
the sticker from Mars. He wanted 2,700. And I said, "Are you out of your mind? That has a
What does it
Blockbuster
usually
sticker on
go
it."
for?
I don't know what Power Blade 2 goes for. I've only looked at what NES, what I've wanted, and I got that. I flew out of whatever. You know what I saw though? That's crazy. You will never believe it. I saw
You're right. I don't believe
copies.
it.
I saw not one, not two, but 5 copies of Zelda for the CDI, all at separate booths. 5 separate booths. You know how much they
Oh,
wanted for them? $100 each for the Zeldas for the CDI.
interesting.
They're like, no one's gonna buy this garbage. One guy's like, no one's gonna buy this. This stuff sucks. These games suck.
We
I
going.
sent you other photos. I'm glad you at least like the sneakers.
Oh, a Sharp TV.
2000.
Yep.
I couldn't like he had it with other stuff. I don't. He was
Did
going.
this
I
one have
think.
a one of these feet busted?
Yeah,
Yeah, there was. This might be the one that was at Sigi.
that's why he has the sign in front of the busted foot.
Yeah, I say it was the left foot that was busted.
Yep. What what does that read to you? Does that read $1,000? Like if you zoom in on it, or is that $10 to you?
That looks like it says $10. It
Okay,
says
then I
nine
should have.
ninety nine.
I
I'm
should have
pretty
bought
sure
it.
he's not. He didn't put a game that's $10 in an acrylic case though. Or maybe it. I don't. Maybe he did. Shining Force 2, and you got Bomberman. 50 for 50 is not bad for Shining
56 or
Force 2.
50. I think that was 56. Shining Force 2 is that's pretty cheap for Shining Force 2.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good price for it.
Halo. Um. Oh, Last Rebellion. I didn't see
Well,
that.
there's a Dreamcast game. It looks like there's
That's
some cue
Mark of the Wolf.
cards
Mark of the Wolves.
that are loose.
This was some interesting stuff here too.
Mega Man 5. Is that just the manual?
Yeah. Silent Hill, Biohazard Code
Yeah,
Veronica.
Cannon Spike. There's
That's
one of the Mega
X3.
Man.
That's X3. But if you, yeah, like right, you know,
Oh, Spider-Man versus X-Men in a rough box for the Game Gear.
what does that go for?
Uh, I don't know.
This was
It's
cool.
indeed
600.
very rare. Sure, why not?
Did you get rid of your plush?
Donkey Kong?
Um,
No.
yes. Okay.
The guy that was
Somebody
interested in them didn't realize how expensive they were.
somebody bought King whatever for well, it didn't go for 600, but Night Read was in there. I got Night Read out of that. That's all I gave a damn about in that entire case. And she
Looks
worked
like
with me on
looks
that
like
price.
was that a Metroid?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a Metroid.
Must be the backside of it or something.
It was cool. I think it
A
was pretty
Baby
cool.
Metroid Winter Festival. Oh, it's a special version.
Yeah, I wasn't paying $700 for that thing. I told him to go sniff it in,
It was
But
sniff paint. All right. Well, that is all of the pictures we got. Yeah, I mean it looks cool. I wouldn't mind
oh, I have more.
making it up there and stuff.
There's some special stuff I wanted to just to show. I'll drop it in there. No, I'm not gonna. That guy was a mental midget. Here you go. Here's some stuff you might be interested in. Uh, yep, the Mega Jet.
I've already seen the Mega Jet.
Here you go. Here's some interesting stuff.
Oh, there's the cases.
Yep.
Sega Pogues, 400 each. And
The hell? What are you gonna do with that? I mean, really?
you mount it on a wall. That's what I'd do with it.
Do you have the space?
Probably not. Or you put it on the
I
back of the door or something.
I just
Or Sega Pages.
I'll. I mean, the
But one
this.
for 400, I don't think it would be worth it. And see, I mean, you could put a pole somewhere so that like it would you could swipe it back and forth.
Look at his system prices.
Oh, whenever that stuff, it's ridiculous. $70 for the Wii, $70 for a Wii, $80 for a 360. Actually, 120 for a 32X. I don't think that's that bad. And if these came with games, it's hard to say.
No, just the system.
Console with Wiimote and controller.
Nope, that
No,
was it.
no game.
Cheap,
That seems
but
strange because I mean, it's you find some halfway decent games that are just a few bucks and throw it on there.
I
Oh,
don't know how he got this. I didn't ask. I really, really wanted this. So there's two things in the photos here. So how he got a signed Spalding basketball from Sega Slam Fest is beyond me. He wanted $6,000. He wanted 2,500 for the film crew for
yep.
this Super Mario Bros. Thing. 2,500. This guy was out of his mind.
I
Out.
think try to find a comp for either of those.
You're
Good luck.
not.
But
No one's
they're
gonna.
showpieces.
But no
That's
one's gonna want like I so I
there to
spoke.
get you. Look at it. Got you sat there. You took a picture of it. You sat there and looked at it, and you looked at the other stuff he had at his booth.
Yes, but that doesn't. But that
That's what
doesn't
it
work.
does.
Yes, but I looked at this, and then when we walked in, I looked at his signs and stuff, and I walked away. And a lot of people I were talking to were like, "Man, if his signs and stuff like this around his booth are that much money, I can imagine how much the games are. Not a single game had a price except for that one bin past the Spalding that was Japanese imports, and that
He
was
was,
it.
so was he looking them up?
Yeah, he was scanning them into a computer. He had really cool Genesis games, but the focal point is the tattoo.
That's kind of what I figured. Oh, because that's
Alucard.
Alucard,
I
yeah.
I spent about 30 minutes talking to this guy about Castlevania and this tattoo and everything he had with it, and I thought it was the most coolest thing he like I saw at a show. And again, this just goes to like nerd
There's
culture and
Dracula,
for the
the
box art for the
castle.
first one. Just I was like, wow, that was crazy. And
There you go. That's the Virtual Boy that's making the rounds.
my kid said to me in front of him, what happens if he drops that? Or what happens if it gets busted in shipping? $6,000 for a kiosk?
Well, look, this is already cracked or something, probably because
It's
of
already
age.
it is. It's completely crazy. So if you pay attention to the bottom and I looked at it, the whole bottom is plexiglass. The bottom of the plexiglass is all spidered out, all
Yeah,
spider webbed out. It's smashed.
but it's also going to do that with age.
Right, but it is like it's bad. On the
But
other side, it's
you're not buying it for the plexiglass. If you were actually interested in that, you'd buy it and you'd get new plexiglass.
I. But then it's not original.
If you buy this, you're not looking to resell it. You're looking to show it, and you're not going to show it in that condition.
You know what I'll do when I redo my room over? I'll go get a gigantic acrylic box and I'll put my Virtual Boy in it with Jack Bros and I'll display it like that. Psst. I thought that was
Why not just pay
ridiculous.
$100 and get the one that Nintendo's putting out so you can play the games on the Switch too?
I'm probably gonna pre-order that. I'm just but
Oh, this is interesting. So you got a couple. You got Whiplash and Webster, and then a bunch of games.
a lot of toys. A lot of toys. I don't know pricing on 32X. I only know
Oh,
Calibri, but
sealed. A Space Harrier.
I
The thing
bought
is,
that one for cheap.
I don't know who collects for the 32X. I
That
don't.
the Terminator one I thought was
I've got
pretty
a few
cool.
games. Hey, look, there's those shoes again. They're following you around.
I know. This is
Oh,
just
this
and I'm
is.
loose stuff. Just
Yep.
loose stuff. Double Dragon $10 for Genesis. Come on, you can't
Let's
go
see what
wrong with that.
that one is. That's $5. a lot going on that one, but I can't zoom in any further.
Just cheap things, alleyway, just really reasonable prices, man. I was totally impressed by
There's
the prices. I said to I said to him, listen, I'm like, for that film jacket, what do you want? I said I have Earthbound big box. I threw it out there. I'm like, what do you he's like, I'm not taking trades for this. $2,500 cash. I said, would you take 1,400? 1,500? Nope, 2,500. Apparently, apparently his story to that is Leguizamo wore it because John Leguizamo was in the movie, and apparently he wore it. But I'm like, do you have it authenticated from Hollywood Prop Store? And it was a no. Do you have an authentication that he wore it? No.
no.
So I'm like, where'd you get it from? He's like, oh, it was in a storage locker thing. Or I'm like, or well,
Then you have no idea who wore it. You're just making stuff up to try to make it sound cool.
and he had a card on the other side of it of who wore it. Like you can when people collect props because this one guy I watch on YouTube, they try to screen match like the the prop to what was the screen, so you could screen match that to behind the scenes of whatever. It could have been a Goomba for all you know.
Yep.
But it it was interesting. It was a really good show. I did get this.
Corpse Party.
I've been after that one for a very long time. This was the one from the store, the vendor I told you that charged me tax,
Yeah.
and it's it's in very it it hasn't even been opened. Really really good condition of that. I mean, I got three three Vita games. One of them is sealed. Freedom Wars, and they were reasonable. They gave this to me for $5. They wanted 20, but I asked like, what would you do? And
Oh, X Tekken.
yeah, it was just like, you know, I think the real fun was Gunbird, Darius, Gamera, the fighting. I didn't pay 80 for that. I did trades, but for the fighting game for PlayStation, this I bought from the guy. This is sealed. Night Raid. Never never opened or anything.
Mm.
That's a rare shooter. He showed that to Guru Game Boy, and then Sonic Wing Special, and how many more of these do I need really? This is my third one. I have one sealed with the Toys R Us sticker, one the Transylvania edition, and another one. I didn't have the American open, so I was like, whatever. I got it for like $8, $10.
Oh wow.
Just just import games more for Saturn, and that's a good one. Black Matrix. I don't even think you heard of that. Um,
Nope.
yeah, whatever. I went through all of these. Well, I guess, yeah, Lightning Force. That's complete.
Yeah, I got that one complete. I picked it up several years ago. Go saw it at a convention, then looked up some gameplay. I was like, oh, that looks cool. Well, that Soldice.
I've wanted that for a while, for a very long time, and then of course I got these. These were cheap for the Switch. I think they were. Uh, I think he wanted $20 each for these. And when I looked, I did my research on those, the deluxe collections for NIS. They were asking $80 each on eBay. I thought $20 each for these was really reasonable. They're two games in one, and I mean, like, they're really nice too with the way like they did them with the box art and stuff. So I was like, all right, whatever. I was like, now I just need another copy of Rhapsody. I already have three. This is sealed. The Yeast collection and the printing on it, and something else from NIS America. And then the big one was this.
Is that just a strategy guide
No,
or
this
like
this is the full
game?
game. This is the full game, sealed, never been open. I got it for, I think it was like $100. Yep, this is for the 3DS, but it's Fire Emblem, and I kind of want to, I have a lot of Fire Emblem stuff, but it's all RPGs in this friggin' thing. Oh my god. Oh, the thing you don't care about.
No. So I just so apparently Billy from Game Chasers didn't make it.
Billy from Game Chasers.
Yeah, familiar with the Game Chasers, Billy and Jay.
Game Chasers. I don't know what you mean.
You don't know who the Game Chasers are?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, they're somewhat popular on YouTube and stuff. 2 or 3 weeks ago, they found out that, or he found out that he had a brain tumor, and apparently um, they operated today, and he didn't make it.
Game Chasers. I've never heard of them before. Game Chasers. Let me see.
They've done game chasing and they've done the toy chasers. I mean, they did seasons of this. Uh,
No, I've never seen these guys before.
well, because I think they've done stuff on. I mean, it did stuff on YouTube, not on YouTube, but like they've had stuff go up on Amazon. I don't even know
He
what.
seems he seems fairly young.
Yeah,
Wow, those guys have a lot of stuff.
it's just crazy.
Let me see. Oh wow, that does suck.
So, I mean, because here's one. Okay, 3 weeks ago that I don't know what happened, but he ended up at the ER, and that's where they found out that he had a brain tumor. And then they did some, I guess, some pre-op or something to like try to see what's what. And apparently, he had surgery today and passed. Just sucks.
That's risky surgery.
Yeah,
No, I've never seen these guys before.
because Jay's the one that I got the. It's not a Sega rental case. It's a newbie storage case for Sega Genesis.
Wait, they were at Sigi?
They're at Sega.
Wow.
It's just crazy. So yeah, Keep him and his family and stuff in your prayers.
Yeah, that
It's just
does stink.
crazy.
Well, that's odd. I have 3 of their videos liked. They went around and collected stuff. A lot of
Yeah,
stuff, apparently.
yeah.
Jeez.
They've been doing it for years and years and years and years and years and years. Like I don't know when they started. Um, let's see if you go to video and go to oldest, 14 years ago. Holy crap! He really looks young in that. In some of those images.
They had videos on Amazon.
That's what I said. They had some stuff on Amazon.
Yes, I know these guys now. They did videos on Amazon.
All kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's just crazy because you never know when you're gonna go. That's why it's not
Yep.
worth it to freaking hold on to hate and stuff, man.
It really isn't.
Let your loved ones know that you love them and appreciate them, and because they could be gone tomorrow, you could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, I have the best Sega Genesis games, Super Nintendo Hidden Gems. You have a photo that you had with them or no?
I don't, because it was at the end of the convention.
I remember you talking about that. Oh wow. 13 years ago? 14 years ago. Damn. Flintstones NES prototype. They must have had some wild stuff.
I mean, they traveled, they did all kinds of crazy stuff.
Damn. What were you on, X?
No, Discord. And
Oh,
I'm
you were
looking at
on.
Twitter.
Oh, their Discord? That's crazy. That's just like driving around. Oh my lord. 14, 15, almost 15 years ago, The Little Mermaid for $6.
It's freaking. It's just really stinks.
It does. It sucks because people just get too infatuated with bullshit. Let me see. Don't tell me the freaking thing kicked again. Yep. That is wild.
Crazy. All right, it's a sour note to end on, but
Well, no, that's true. Did you follow them all the time on YouTube?
well, I watch videos now and then, but not super heavily or anything. This sucks. But yeah, I think it's we can go ahead and call it. That's like I said, not not a happy note to end on, but again, hug your
Life
loved
is
ones,
life.
let them know and tell them that you love them because you never know when it's going to be over. So
I love those things.
make the most out of the time you've got. But we'll be back next week with something I don't know,
Maybe Dreamcast.
maybe Dreamcast. I don't know. But until then, everyone, take care, have fun, be kind of one another, stay safe, keep it retro 360. God bless, and we'll catch you all later. Keep Billy
And
and his family in your prayers.
wow, this is crazy.